Yo, what up, street dogs? There, Kim. Alright, so the thought. Love is the answer. So, probably the cheesiest thing I've ever said, but I do believe it to be true. So, I mean, okay. When you think about morality and ethics, treat it like, you know, it's a combination of the golden rule, treat others as you want others to treat you. And also the silver rule, don't do unto others as others don't want to you. Maybe I'll call this the platinum rule, is love others as you would like others to love you. Or in other words, don't hate on others as you don't want others to hate on to you. So it's very, I mean, the morality and ethics is extremely simple to me, and I don't know why people don't follow it. So for example, I don't like when people talk smack about me, and therefore, you know, I try my best not to talk smack about other people. And, you know, if I don't like people, you know, kind of being mean and evil spirited or bad spirited, why would I do that onto others? It kind of makes no sense. Now, I think the reason why most people tend to throw shade or talk smack about others, I think is actually because my philosophy is that people with low self-esteem tend to try to put down others because it makes them feel more morally or ethically superior. And you know, it's so easy to criticize and critique others. It actually takes more skill to not criticize and critique others. So actually, my personal goal is, you know, moving forward, you know, certainly for this year, maybe for, you know, ever maybe, is I'm not going to talk smack about people if the way I don't want others to talk smack about me, right? And I mean, like certain thoughts, if you decide to talk smack about somebody, do it as if you would tell it to their face. So to me, that's the ultimate sign of sincerity, because certainly it's in human nature to criticize and judge other people, but I think sometimes we do it sincerely, like because we want to promote some sort of, I guess, more equitable cause, and sometimes we just do it in like a very mean-spirited way. So certainly everyone has the freedom of speech, the freedom to speak their mind. I mean, I don't think people have the freedom to speech that incites violence, but certainly everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and their individual actions and thoughts are their own and should not become some sort of categorical imperative, and it shouldn't be some sort of like universal truth. But anyways, so, you know, when I talk to people's faces or talk behind their back, whatever, I try to do it in a spirit as if they would essentially find out. And what that means is your human interactions with people, treat it like you'll see them like 10 more times, right? So that means don't lie, conceit, hide, or, you know, take advantage of other people in so far much as imagine seeing the person over and over again rather than just a one-shot transaction. So a lot of people, a lot of merchants who lack ethics, you know, rip you off because they assume that they're only going to see you once, right? So typically that's how tourists get ripped off, because the merchants will probably never see you again. But my thought is, with these kind of things, act as if you're going to see others over and over again, right? So even with the people I meet at the park or meet along my street journeys, my street vlogs, I treat them like my friends, and I would treat them like I would treat my own sister or family and so forth. And these are just my morals and ethics, and they shouldn't be universalized. But like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm a pretty sensitive person. I don't like it when people say bad things about me. And So similarly, I try my best not to talk smack about other people, because I think there's a Spinoza quote is, you know, my goal isn't to, you know, criticize and cast judgment or blame on people, but it's just simply to understand people. And there's a quote, I forget who says it, is like, to understand is to pardon all, which means if you truly understand people's circumstance, where they're coming from, you know, you can't really blame nobody. Like, even my dad, who I consider, you know, pretty much a despicable person, I don't really blame him, because, you know, he was kind of fucked up by his dad, who was my grandfather, who passed away when I was 2 years old. And there's a lot of family stuff I don't know. And truth be told, there's probably a lot of hidden truths that's unbeknownst to me. So even, you know, a lot of the you know, sins that my dad committed, I don't really blame him 100%, because, you know, he was just kind of a product of his environment. I don't think he really had much free will. But, you know, what I could practically do is just cut him out of my life, and that's what I did. And, you know, I've been far healthier and better mental hygiene since then. But anyways, so love's the answer. I mean, it's so cheesy, right? Is that I think to love others like you would love yourself is a wise idea, and it's tricky because Jesus's morals and ethics were not perhaps dynamic enough. You know, the whole saying is like, if someone slaps you on the cheek, turn the other cheek. It's kind of not a good philosophy, because someone's kicking the shit out of you, and you don't have the right to defend yourself. This is kind of foolish. So to not defend yourself, like, imagine if you're in the wilderness and you're like an animal, if you're a tiger being attacked by a bear, to not defend yourself is antithetical to life and reason. So certainly one should have the right to defend oneself. And it's interesting, is actually Nietzsche brought up this interesting thought is, you know, men talks about the right to defend themselves. Why don't men have the right to attack? So, you know, certainly this is becoming more like, you know, philosophical territory. I'm not going to really go into there. But the basic gist I want to get into is, if you don't like when people talk smack about you or hate on you or whatever, it makes sense to not do that to other people. And, you know, I like when people are nice to me and kind and open-minded to me and open to me. And so I'm going to treat people the same. So similarly, I really like it when I give people homework assignments or advice and they actually follow up on it. So, you know, even when I meet other people, it don't matter the age or the background, whatever. If they give me some sort of homework assignment or something to do or research or read, I actually do give it my own, like, true effort. And to me, that's a sign of genuineness and like some sort of social reciprocity, as well as some sort of congruency, because it kind of don't make sense is if I tell others to do a certain way and the others tell me to do a certain way and I tend to ignore them. So I think the sword should cut both ways. So when you command or suggest other people do something and you would like them to do as you do, tell them to do. Similarly, when other people tell you to do something or try to do something, you should also give it your best effort to try and do so. So essentially what I'm advocating for is a much more social interactions, relationships, ethics that are much more reciprocity based and not asymmetric. There needs to be more symmetry to human affairs.